And this is what we did with the Templar. We added some strength and some more MPs just to keep him able to do the cleave a lot more often. That's just the best ability, man. I've been using that like crazy. I used Overguard once just to buff up his armor, but most of the time we are using cleave. I haven't used Challenge Honor very much, but I should. On this guy, since there's a single one, I decided to weaken him. And there's only one of them, so I'm expecting he's probably pretty nasty. So I'm going to go ahead and use my old charm trick. Whoa, did you see that? He criticaled himself for 1,358 and didn't go down. And then the Bard criticaled from another 1,000, and the Templar hit for another 1,000, and the Marksman hit for another 1,000. So this guy's pretty nasty, actually. Oh, nice. The Mystic decides, nope, I negate your ability. Not happening this round. Another 1,000. I'm going to keep my guys healed up pretty closely. There goes another 1,000 with another 100 fire damage. And I had better charm him again. And then we're going to skip a bunch of turns. And the nice thing is, in this build as well, the wheel is working properly, so I no longer have to battle with the thing to switch between abilities. Look at that! He criticaled himself for 1,270 almost and killed himself. So yeah, those guys are tough. I know my strategy if I want to battle them. Let's see. Oh, new monsters. These look like some kind of beetles with mushrooms growing out of their backs. Oh, and the Mystic is actually doing pretty good. If her staff drops that, there's 1,400 more. But if her staff drops that, there's another 900. These Mojus. And they boost their resistances. But yeah, I've got over 2,000, 3,000 into him now, coming up on 4. Anyway, I was saying if her staff drops that ice spell, it does a pretty good job because her intelligence is so high. And there we go again. My goodness, those guys are tough. Another 1,000. Finally took him out. Not as bad as that last guy I fought. I'm going to keep charming him. I like that. Keep the damage off my party. 700 nearly hitting himself. Another 1,000. I would say close to 2,000 between all of that. And close to now 3,000. And close to 4,000 perhaps those guys have. So we've still got to go down and to the right even more. I'm kind of, Underland. It's kind of like following an arrow from that forest, that strip of forest there. Kind of just got to push down to the right. And here we go, right below this mountain. Oh, one more fight before we get there. Cleave. I'm trying to pay attention now to how many hit points these guys actually have. I think again I'm going to go with charming the snake. And he does some good damage to them. These marshalings though, they get you for about 200, 185, that range every time so far. Criticaled and got rid of him. They have around 2,000 something points. They're not too bad, but my whole party takes damage, significant damage. And let's charm one of them, see how they do on our team. 448. And I don't want to cleave this time because I don't want to wake up the charmed guy. We'll just keep chipping away at him, let him beat up on his buddy. Critical, 263. And I don't really want to use this right now. Don't need to use the the ability which takes away a turn on the enemy. But we've got it all charged up, and we'll use it next fight. Dropping a save since we're right here outside of town. But considering using that Mystic's charged up ability before we hop into town. So we'll just wander around and get in another fight. We got plenty of points to burn before we hit the inn. Okay, looks like a successor to the fire flowers, the bloom blossoms, I think they were called. No doubt. Well, there we go. Wow, 2,000 damage on each of them. They foul flowers pollinating my crew. No doubt that's some kind of nasty poison or something like that. So we gotta get rid of one of them. These hornets, confusing but not succeeding. And my hit points are really low. My Templar is really low. We're going to burn this temporal wave and give my guys another round. But I've definitely got to use some heal. I'm going to use the big heal and get my Templar back up to health. And wow! That pollinate poison on the Bard hit really hard. I'm going to get him back up to health as well. Monsters that confuse are potentially a real big problem, obviously, because you start doing some great damage and all of a sudden you're doing that great damage to yourself. So in one sense they're actually taking the charm that I do to them all the time and turning it on me. And there we go. Not only did my Bard take some serious damage, he's confused. And my Marksman is really low. I'm debating whether to use a potion or not. I decide instead I'm just going to attack and use heal. And again, well, I didn't use the big heal. They could really use it, but it slurps up the mana so quickly. Let's see. Oh, I'm curious about a confused. Well, yes, okay. A confused guy will still properly execute the Crusader's Call. And nice, now we get the Mystic leveling up. Man, she has 10,000 to go for her next level. But I've got to keep that intelligence rolling. Now her dexterity, she's dual wielding, so I want to build that up a little bit because I do use her to attack fairly often. But we'll continue to give mana. And we'll hop in the inn, get everybody loaded up to full. Okay, throw down the old save. Get my so I feel like I'm reset, when I go in the inn, my guys are all loaded up, and so then I throw down a save. Montergo, we can't get there, it's been blown up, blocked. Thankfully there's a miner on hand, and we'll find out how in the world we're supposed to get in there, because the king has sent us into the mountain. A little bit of humor there. You gotta like the little touches of humor. Okay, it was an earthquake that blocked it off. And then the world got funny. Battles and people going crazy. And that's why they built the wall around the land that we had to jump over with the Zelling. Okay. We're telling him we're on the king's authority. We need to get inside the mountain. But apparently there is no dynamite around. Bat guano and honey glycerin. We need to go get this. Oh, great. Cave north of Valtir for the bat. And the honey glycerin is to get it straight from the queen bee. And she's apparently pretty nasty. In the forest to the west. Alright, so we've got basically a side quest, right? I mean, I guess it's main quest. I mean, we've got to go collect 2 different items, though, and come back and talk to this dude. But first, let's check out the shop. Definitely want to get a meteor hammer. Ranged, it'll stun, it lowers their speed. It's better in every way than what I've got. So I'm going to buy 2 of those and equip them on the bard. And the corruption rod, kind of a toss-up. Now, big damage boost, well, you know, a few points damage boost for the Templar. So we're going to go ahead and add that weapon to his arsenal. And no, War Club's not worth it for the loss of speed and so on. At least in my estimation. And Battle Axe, no thank you. Big loss of speed. Damage does go up, but it's not really worth it. So that corruption rod, I think I'll probably grab it and just try it out. I think it ends up fairly the same as the weapon that the Mystic currently has. But we'll find out. See which one we like better. I mean, a medium poison spell. I don't know. Poison might be a good thing around here. Okay, diamond plate. Yes, that looks amazing. What else is there? A gold gambeson. Color of Clarity, immunity to confusion. So I'm going to definitely get a couple of those. In fact, I think I'll get the whole party those. Although I have other stuff equipped on the second ring slot for some of my guys, so we'll figure it out. But I'm going to get that for now. And definitely pick up the diamond plate for the Templar. Might pick up some extra gold. The boost to luck is not a bad thing. Looks like the same stuff in the potion shop, so we'll leave that as is. And we're going to hop in the menus and take care of getting my stuff sorted out. Now I like that. I like the 5 speed. And it's only 1 more armor for the gold gambeson. So I'm not too sure about this yet. I'm going to give it a shot. But the speed is really, really nice. Diamond plate is a no-brainer. He gets resistances like crazy, so we're going to go ahead and toss that on. And the bard also, the gold gambeson. We should be picking up quite a bit of extra gold then with this stuff equipped. Corruption rod ends up being about the same as the frost rod because of the medium damage spells in both cases, but the straight up damage is a little more. So we'll take the corruption rod instead. We'll keep the Chris equipped because of the speed boost that it adds. So that's kind of my thinking on that stuff. And definitely the meteor hammers for the bard. He should be doing pretty good now. Collar of Clarity, let's throw those on the empty ring slots for whoever can take it right away. But the bead bracelet, I'm not ready to give that up. That thing is really just too great. So I'm going to swap it out for the release ring instead and see how that works. I think in this area, I kind of need the confusion immunity. So we'll go with that setup. Swap the Chang for the Sarissa. And I think that just about does it. Everybody's got all their new stuff. We'll throw it on a save. Like I said 100 times, I don't like losing changes. When you go through and sort that all out, figure it all out, and it's just no fun if you have to redo it for some reason. Your party dies or whatever. And we're going to sell off the other stuff, get some of our gold back. Look at this. We are down to 2,300 gold after all that. So yeah, we got to sell off our old junk. And I'm going to hold the frost rod for the time being. Okay, so some of the old armor. I like the elven doublet. I may not get rid of that yet either. I'll think about that one. The +5 speed is just really great. The release ring, I don't want to get rid of that. The iron eyelet I really should get rid of, but maybe I'm not quite ready. Well, I don't know. Kind of a tough call.